So this is also something that has to be understood before we end up asphalting every open space that we have just to accommodate cars and motorcycles. The traffic crawls on Ring Road itself, which from I think roughly from near ITO till Broad Square after Dholakua is, if you are driving straight, it's completely signal free. When they're waiting there, they see on the right hand side either uh, two lanes that are empty, not being used, or they see a couple of buses zipping past them. So that psychologically, I think, aggravates their agony.
Uh, People have about the largest number of cars here, about 6 million cars now. So that makes it very, very difficult to get roads wider and wider. As it is, Delhi has very wide roads. But there is a limit to which you will be able to stretch this.
And at many places, these roads have become completely inaccessible to not only the elderly, but if you have a knee joint problem, you can't cross that road, you are deprived of the right to cross it. Our roads are part of the commons, it's common property. So, I mean, it has to be equitably and fairly and properly used for people who want to move from one place to another. There is a limit, there is in fact a limit to the quantum of road space that you can create. I mean, Delhi has already gone double story in a big way in terms of roads. I mean, how many stories do we build? And I mean, we cannot keep on expanding the area under asphalt forever.
And therefore, urban transport has to focus, number one, on walking, number two, on bicycling wherever possible for healthy people, number three, public transport.
You know, I like this term. BRT is really land reforms in an urban area, because you're giving space to the underprivileged to move freely by possibly taking out some space from people who are used to inefficiently cornering road space for their own private vehicles.
BRT dramatically improves the passenger carrying capacity of the road where it is located.
This is your solution to congestion. You cannot take cars and vehicles out of congestion, but you can ensure that people are out of congestion. By ensuring exclusive right of way to public transport vehicles, one, the public transport users get benefit, which is your majority users. You would like to have that share in future also for all kinds of environmental reasons.
And we are now going to expand these BRT corridors. I think we've got about 5 on in our plan, and hopefully in the next 4 or 5, 6 years we will be able to make more BRT corridors, so that the ordinary 70-75% people who do travel by public transport, particularly by buses, have a sense of comfort and speed.
When we want to introduce exclusive lane for buses, I think there are 2 prior steps to it. Improve facilities for pedestrians, and whenever you are going to have exclusive lanes for buses, you must have exclusive lanes for bicyclists also. These must be seen as an integrated single project.
No, you see, give a facility to people, they will use it. And BRT, because it creates a safe, dedicated lane for cyclists, they use it. And we've started noticing them because they are now channelized through one lane.
Today what happens is, a bus comes in Ahmedabad and then it docks at the bus station, and then the driver has a control point where he presses the button, then the bus door opens, the bus station door opens, People are allowed to alight and people are allowed to board, and then the bus door is closed and then the bus moves there. All of this happens in about 13 to 14 seconds. What people expect is when they come in, they know when the bus arrives, and then the bus has to arrive. Plus minus few seconds, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes is fine. But bus cannot be delayed by 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I think that's what is critical. To cross 9 meters, going up 9 meters, walking 9 meters, climbing down 9 meters. Whether you do it through lift, whether you do it through escalators, or you have steps, whatever you have, that's an effort. And if at all you want to take vehicles on the top and not the people. People must cross at grade. And access to the bus station, again, a lot of people think you must have either an FOB or an underpass. It sounds very nice as a concept.
When you involve more stakeholders, the project becomes better in all senses. Acceptability increases and there are better designs also. But definitely, because it is such a new concept, I think huge amount of social marketing needs to be done, and continuous information campaigns for people, for all different stakeholders, and I would say including bus companies, including drivers, needs to be done. And I would say that Ahmedabad, this is one of the strengths of Ahmedabad project. Their PR has been much stronger than what has been done in Pune and Delhi both.
तो इसमें इस पूरे सिस्टम में इंफॉर्मेशन, लोगों तक सही इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचाना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है, चाहे वो मीडिया के माध्यम से हो या चाहे 1-to-1 हो, मीटिंग करके हो, बट इट इज़ नेसेसरी टू इन्फॉर्म पीपल एट लार्ज. जब हमने पहली लेन बनाई तो उसको 3-4 महीने तक लोगों के टीका टिप्पणी के लिए, ऑब्जेक्शन सजेशंस के लिए खुला रखा, और बहुत सारे लोगों ने उसमें अपने सजेशन दिए, उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट किया. लेकिन जो लोग हमारे BRT में बैठे फ्री, वही हमारे एम्बेसडर बने.
Ahmedabad BRT is probably one project which has undergone immense amount of public consultation and also immense amount of support from media, both print and otherwise.
Especially the press became very vocal in Delhi initially when the corridor opened, and because of that our politicians became little shy of extending the corridor, and also the authorities which are implementing it, they also became I think little uncomfortable with carrying the project because of the negative press.
मीडिया का जो रोल है बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट रहा. इस तरह के जब भी कोई नया प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे तो मीडिया हैज़ टू बी ब्रीफ प्रॉपर. नई व्यवस्था थी तो एक ही सवाल को लोग 10-10 बार करते थे, लेकिन हम उसके 10 बार रिप्लाई देते थे. लेकिन जो एक विरोध की बात है जहाँ तक, उसमें हमें लगता है कि प्रोजेक्ट अथॉरिटी जो भी हो, दे हैव टू इन्फॉर्म पीपल एट लार्ज, एंड सारी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो क्या करने वाले हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, इसके अलावा उनके पास कोई विकल्प है क्या, ये चीज़ें जब तक लोगों को समझाएंगे नहीं तब तक ये मुश्किल होगा. और इसके लिए चाहिए एक ओनरशिप. Somebody has to take ownership of the project.
So someone has to break this cycle, and this cycle can only be broken by taking a determined decision, saying that come what may, we are going to do this.
The branding was critical. Therefore, we have a logo which describes Janmarg name itself is an important part of it.
But the happiest are the pedestrians and bus riders. So, and they constitute about 70 to 80% of the people. So when you evaluate on who it is for and those who are feeling disturbed about it, I think 70% has to win. It's for them that we are doing it.
In India, there are enough number of people using public transport. And so if you just benefit those people, that itself is giving you a lot of benefits. So right away the benefits are already there. Even your poorly managed Pune system is benefiting large number of bus users.